Hello, my name is Dr. Jacob Diaz, and I'm the Dean of Students and Director of Housing and Residence Life here at USFSP. I'm also the Deputy Title IX Coordinator, which means I'm responsible for supporting students in the event they may experience sexual assault. Right now, you may be wondering, why should I know about my rights and safety? What does campus safety have to do with me? I'm here to tell you that as a student, you play a central role in keeping our campus community safe. After all, USFSP is only as good as the people who make it up. One of USFSP's core values is our commitment to community. Together, we want to sustain an inclusive campus community that is safe and affirming for all students, faculty, and staff. And to do that, we need your help. And that's why it's important to review your rights and safety as a student. With crimes such as sexual assault and sexual misconduct on the rise across college campuses nationwide, knowing about your rights and safety on campus is all the more important. It is estimated that about 1 in 4 college women and about 1 in 16 college men will experience sexual assault or sexual misconduct of some kind. Students of color, undocumented students, queer students, students with disabilities, and other underrepresented college students are estimated to experience sexual assault or sexual misconduct at disproportionate rates than other student populations. At USFSP, we are responsible for stopping the behavior from continuing, remedying the situation at hand, and preventing it from happening in the future, as well as monitoring the implementation of any imposed sanctions or remedies. I want to talk to you now about Title IX and the Clery Act, which are federal laws related to sexual assault and sexual misconduct. Title IX protects people from sex discrimination in educational programs and activities. This includes anything related to your education and employment at the university. Unwanted or non-consensual sexual contact between students and other students, students and staff and faculty, and staff or faculty with other staff and faculty may constitute as cases under Title IX. As the Deputy Title IX Coordinator, I can be of support and help answer any questions concerning the application of Title IX. The Clery Act, which includes the Violence Against Women Act, or VAWA, requires institutions to disclose educational programming, campus disciplinary process, and victims' rights regarding sexual violence complaints. This particular act addresses sexual assault, domestic violence, dating violence, and stalking. It also requires that USFSP provides a timely warning to the campus community when a crime is committed on campus and poses a threat to others. Now I want to talk to you about the Office of Civil Rights, or OCR. This is a sub-agency within the U.S. Department of Education that supports the implementation of Title IX and the Clery Act. As a student, you can report a crime directly to the Office of Civil Rights by filling out a form online. Just Google Office of Civil Rights to find the form. If you choose to report a crime this way, it may or may not be shared with USFSP administrators. It is important that you know about these federal laws so that you understand your rights and safety as a student. A large majority of sexual assaults and gender-based crimes go unreported. But in the remainder of this video, you will hear from different departments on campus and learn how you can help reverse this trend by reporting crimes.
My name is Victoria Beltran, and I'm the health educator at the Wellness Center. Before I talk to you about how you can report a crime at USFSP, let's get the obvious out of the way. Don't commit a crime in the first place. I know that sounds really funny to say, but it's really important to understand that safety starts there. But now, we know that's not always the case. So if you see something happen, whether it's a sexual assault, domestic violence situation, or another crime, we want you to know the steps that you should take to intervene. Now, all 5 steps that I'm going to list right now have to occur if help is going to be given. Failure at any one of these steps means that you're not going to help if you see something happen. So step 1 is notice the event. Step 2, interpret the problem. Step 3, assume personal responsibility. Step 4, know how to help. And Step 5, step up and implement the help. Now, some of these steps might sound like common sense to you, and we know that. But once an emergency happens or a crisis or an assault occurs, these steps are quickly forgotten and help usually isn't given when it should be. So step 1 is notice the event. Now, this might seem like the easiest step, but in fact, it just might be the hardest. People are busy. They're not paying attention, they're distracted, they're on their phones, talking, texting, not aware of their surroundings. Sometimes they don't want to notice what's going on around them. Pay attention. This is how you'll notice the event. Step 2 is to interpret the event as a problem. Sometimes it's hard to figure out if something is a problem or not. If you don't know, investigate, ask questions. It's up to you to interpret the event as a problem. Step 3 is to assume personal responsibility. Don't rationalize away responsibility. Engage others. It's really easy to say, hey, you over there, I'll do A if you'll do B. Step 4 is know how to help. Know indirect and direct skills to help. Never put yourself in harm's way, but still act. Indirect skills include things like calling 911, telling an RA, a USFSP staff member, or just the nearest person to you. Direct skills include learning first aid and CPR. And step 5 is to implement the help and step up. Be the first to respond. Respond in any way. Like I said before, call 911, tell someone, perform CPR. Whatever it is, just be the first. Hopefully by now, you're ready and willing to help if you see a crime or assault happen. Now let's talk about how to report a crime if you see it happen. If you yourself believe that you're a victim of sexual misconduct, USFSP strongly encourages you to file a complaint. Now there are a number of ways that you can report a crime. Publicly, you can contact USFSP's University Police Department or call 911. This will result in a report being written and it will be accessible to the public. We want you to remember UPD's number, but in case you panic and can't remember, you can always call 911. Privately, as a student, you should contact the Office of Student Conduct. If you're a student employee, you can also file a complaint to USF's Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Equal Opportunity. You can do this by completing a form online. Just remember that you can contact any official USFSP employee, staff, or faculty member, and we suggest you talk to someone you trust. You can also talk to resident assistants or any ResLife staff. We want you to know that any private reporting is shared with the police due to mandatory reporting laws, but this doesn't mean that you have to talk to police or pursue any legal avenues if you don't want to. Now, there are a number of ways that you can confidentially report. You can fill out the silent witness form on the USFSP UPD's website. You can fill this out if you're a bystander or even a victim, and it's anonymous. You can also contact any staff member from the Wellness Center. This type of reporting is not shared with the police or put on your academic record. It is truly confidential. And you can also contact our victim advocate. Now, there are some limits to confidentiality that you should be aware of. If a child or an elder was involved, or if the survivor is currently at risk of harming themselves or someone else, it must be reported to the police according to mandatory reporting laws. How else can you help keep our campus community safe? Along with intervening and reporting a crime if something happens, there are additional ways that you can keep yourself safe and help USFSP become a safer campus community. What do you think is the #1 date rape drug? Some of you may be surprised to hear it's alcohol. Sexual assault and alcohol usually go hand in hand. But you can help stop assaults and rape by being careful of your own and other friends' alcohol intake. If you're under 21, you cannot legally drink alcohol. But if you choose to, make sure you do it responsibly to reduce the risk of crime. All currently enrolled USFSP students are eligible for Wellness Center services. These services can be utilized for a variety of concerns, including any trauma experienced as a result of sexual assault. You can learn more about these services by visiting the Wellness Center's website at usfsp.edu/wellness.
Hello, my name is David Hendry and I'm the Chief of Police at the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg. As Victoria mentioned, you can report a crime to UPD. We're a fully accredited police department available to assist you at any time of the day or night. In addition to providing for a safe campus, we serve as a point of contact for a variety of campus resources. We're located on the main floor of the parking garage located at 530 3rd Street South. USF St. Pete Police provides a full level of traditional police services, much as you would expect from your local police department. However, here at USFSP, our main priority is providing assistance to the whole campus community. We promote safety and security through programs, and our officers are very visible on campus and can be called upon to answer questions or to provide a wide range of information. We may provide an escort to your car late at night or can assist you with a variety of programs or promote safety on campus. In addition, the UPD website provides a variety of helpful informational resources. In case of an emergency, you can summon assistance using any of the blue light emergency phones throughout campus. Another way to ensure your safety is to opt into the mobile emergency notification system so that you can receive the most current information regarding any potential emergency situation on campus. You can sign up to the mobile emergency notification system through the UPD website or by going to mobile.usf.edu. Public safety operator will ask you a few additional questions and will send a police officer to assist you. Always take steps to preserve evidence, which is very important to many incidents, such as domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assaults, stalking, or property crimes, to name a few. The police officer will provide other information, such as crime victim options, injunction information, and additional resources. It goes without saying, but I do want to remind you that lying or falsifying information during an investigation can result in additional charges. Lastly, I want to encourage you to immediately report any suspicious behavior, whether it's on campus or on social media. We're committed to keeping USFSP safe, so remember, if you see something, say something.
Hi, my name is Heather Klishman. So far, you've learned how to report a crime to the Wellness Center, UPD, and the Victim Advocate. Now, I want to tell you more about the Office of Student Conduct, what we do, and how you can report an incident to us. Our guiding philosophy is that every student should get a fair chance at an education while at USFSP, free from harassment and interference. We are committed to helping students grow and learn in a safe environment, and we want you to know that our goal is to make sure that all students are heard and treated fairly. The University of South Florida system has developed a student code of conduct. A condition of your enrollment at USFSP is that you're expected to abide by that code. You can find the code online and in the student handbook. Remember, ignorance is not an excuse for a code violation, so be sure to read the code. It is also important to know that our jurisdiction extends on campus and off campus. Our jurisdiction is not bound by the boundaries of our campus. If you're a USFSP student, you are part of our jurisdiction and you may go through the conduct process. In addition to reporting to UPD and the Wellness Center, you can report an alleged policy violation to the Office of Student Conduct. We ask that you send a detailed email explaining the situation to studentconduct@usfsp.edu. It is important to know that you can also report Title IX related cases to the Office of Student Conduct. When you do, the Dean of Students will be notified, and shared information between the complainant and respondent will be happening at the same time. We do our best to provide support to all parties involved. Now that you know about the code and how to report a violation, it is valuable for you to hear a quick overview of the conduct process. When an alleged violation occurs, we first receive a referral from the members of the USFSP community indicating that the students may have violated the Student Code of Conduct. When we decide whether provisional sanctions will be imposed, if deemed necessary to protect the accused student or USFSP community. From there, the Office of Student Conduct will reach out to the student and present an opportunity to discuss the referral. As part of due process, the referral is then dismissed or accepted as a set of formal charges. If found responsible, the student is charged and sanctions will be determined. There are a few final things you should know related to student behavior. First, as a student, you have the right to medical amnesty should you or a friend need medical attention in serious or life-threatening situations that result from alcohol or drug use or misuse. The medical amnesty policy encourages students to act respectfully and report emergencies without fear of university consequences. Second, the Student Conduct Office also provides background checks, information from military, law enforcement, graduate schools, and other agencies that seek information regarding your prior conduct record. The only time that you wouldn't be aware that this was happening is if the office was subpoenaed and we were required to provide that information. And lastly, the Office of Student Conduct is here to support the student population. While we do focus on holding students accountable for poor behavior choices, we also provide education that aids in the prevention of policy violations.
Hello, my name is Jamie Molnar and I am the SOCAT Case Manager here in the Office of the Dean of Students at USF St. Pete. SOCAT stands for the Students of Concern Assistance Team, and we are dedicated to ensuring that this is a safe and caring campus community for all of our students. SOCAT offers intervention, guidance, and support to any USFSP student who may be experiencing a distressing situation that could be significantly impacting either their academic or personal success, or both. Anyone can refer a student to SOCAT. The form is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the Dean of Students website. So if you're ever concerned about a friend, a roommate, a classmate, and you really just want to make sure that they're okay, you want someone to reach out to them, please feel free to fill out that form, let us know about it so that we can make sure that that student gets the attention that they need.